CPL's 1 is our last chapter. This is chapter 10, same in your workbook, but there's quite a bit of information that'll be in the folder, so take a look at that and make sure you know how to do it. Alright, so we're going to be dealing with exponents and exponential functions. So our very first slide, these are our basic properties. So if you have like bases with exponents, you add the exponents. If you have a power to a power, you multiply the exponents. If you have this, you subtract the exponents, so m minus n, and I'm going to talk about this being a tug of war. And then if you have something to the 0 power, that's 1. And then if you have a negative exponent, it wants to move down. So this right now is a numerator, so it wants to move down to be a denominator. So things need to move. So they either move from top to bottom or bottom to top, depending upon where the negative exponent's at. This one, you distribute the exponent to both, so make sure you know that. And then this one as well, you would also distribute the exponent, so distribute. So a few things to remember about exponents. Hopefully this will engage your memory and you'll remember it. Okay, so this first one we're going to take a look at. We'll take a look at these first three. So this first one, this would be like if we had 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 7th, that would give me 3 to the 12th. Or if I had x to the 10th times x to the 5th, that would be x to the 15th. So we are adding the exponents together. But if we had something like, say, 3 to the 5th times 7 to the 2nd, we can't, because these don't match. Because they don't match, you can't add the exponents together. Okay, they have to be the same type of bases, whether it's a letter or a number. Next one is the power to power. So let's say we have x to the 5th raised to the 10th. You would multiply the exponents together, so you get x to the 50th. Or if you had, say, 2 to the 3rd to the 2nd, you'd multiply the exponents together to get 2 to the 6th. And a lot of times when you have smaller bases, you want to multiply them out. So 2 to the 6th is 2 times itself 6 times, so 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Okay, but you don't always have to. So like one that you wouldn't have to figure it out would be like, let's say you had 5 to the 10th to the 3rd power. So that becomes 5 to the 30th. And that is an enormous number, so we're just going to leave that as an exponent. Then the last one is you have power to the power. So you're going to distribute that in. So let's say we had x, y to the 3rd. That 3rd goes to both of those, so I get x to the 3rd, y to the 3rd. Another example would be like if you had x to the 5th, y to the 2nd, and they're all to the 3rd. That comes here and here, so I get x to the 15th, y to the 6th, and maybe you might have a number in there as well. So 3x to the 4th to the 2nd. So distribute that everything, so I get 3 squared x to the 8th. Well, 3 squared we can do, which is 9, so I get 9x to the 8th. So pretty short lesson with today's. We will eventually get through all of these throughout this whole unit, so do that. So take a look at the worksheet, chapter 10, worksheet number 1. The odd answers are on a video, a wave video. But let me know if you need me to do a Zoom with you. Just send me a text and we could set up a Zoom meeting and go over anything you'd like to go over. Good luck on this. Have a great day. Bye-bye.